because I am a people pleaser. Good evening, internet friends. It is me, Dr. T, and I am back with another skip, hop, and jump out into that playland that is craft beer and good music. And tonight we're going on a theme that roughly I did once before if you saw a prior episode that involved Taylor Swift. You will know that I have in the past gone with the theme of things I didn't really like the first time around. In that episode, I actually had a specific beer that I didn't like originally. And then it sat in my fridge for a little over a year and it got better. But tonight's theme, we're going with a beer style that originally wasn't crazy about. And some of you may give me some heat for this, but it is the American IPA, also known as the West Coast IPA. Not a huge fan originally, though they have grown on me. But tonight we're having an American IPA from La Cabra Brewing in Berwyn, PA. I know with a name like La Cabra Brewing, you were expecting San Jose, California, or maybe Yucatan, Mexico. Nope. We're in suburban Philadelphia. And that's what gets them to their name of the beer. It's called Philly Adjacent. If you're a baseball fan at all, you will notice that the font used is similar to the font used for the Philadelphia Phillies uniforms. But I would tell you what La Cabra has to say about this beer, except they don't. If you go on Untapped right now, or even go on their website, this is one of the few beers that they produce that they don't have a single word to say about it. In fact, the website for the company is very utilitarian. It is definitely focused on getting their customers the information they need about today. There's no section about their history or about us, none of that. I actually had to do some digging to find any kind of information about the company. And I did. I found a website run by the Pennsylvania Tourism Board called PA Eats. The article wasn't dated. I'm guessing it was around 2021, maybe. But they were doing a series of articles where they were interviewing head brewers of craft breweries around the state of Pennsylvania. And they happened to interview the head brewer of La Cabra. And we got to find out some interesting things. Stuff that they should put on their website. They were founded in 2016 in Berwyn, PA, by founder and head brewer Dan Popemack. And they are pretty successful around the Philadelphia area. They definitely are known. They're one of the more popular players around the Philadelphia area. They don't have a huge distribution footprint. For most of their life, they were really just focused on selling at their now two locations on the main line of Philadelphia. But the website kind of reflects that. But in the interview, Dan said that he aims to make true to style beers because he feels that the craft beer aficionados in the Philadelphia area kind of expect, if you're offering them a Dunkelbock, that it should be a Dunkelbock and that type of thing. But he aims to offer true to style beers that are balanced and crisp and pair well with the Latin-inspired cuisine at his 2 locations. So here we're getting another little bit of insight into that name, perhaps. Turns out Dan was a Spanish teacher before he became a brewer, and he has an affinity for Spanish culture, uh, and apparently an affinity for goats. Zapatero. ¿Qué opina usted del gobierno de Zapatero? Because La Cabra is Spanish for the goat. And he sums it up by saying that goats represent fun, intelligence, and persistence, 3 qualities that he feels are incredibly important to thrive in the craft beer marketplace. So there you go. This is, as I said, an American IPA, comes in at 6% ABV, and does not have an IBU statement. So I have no idea how bitter it's going to be. I assume fairly. It's a nice looking beer. Slightly lighter in color than I anticipated. I usually anticipate West Coasts being dark gold to amber, and I would put this at medium gold, slightly hazy. Just ever so slightly hazy. You can still see through it pretty well. Frothy white head that's dissipating somewhat quickly. Yeah, I just noticed on the can. It's a little living room scene. The couch and a coffee table. There's a goat sitting on the couch, some houseplants, a number of prints on the wall. And they're all Philly related. You got the Liberty Bell, the Love Statue. I'm just here for the cheesesteak. You may not be able to recognize that one, but that is Boathouse Row. And then we've got Ben Franklin with a soft pretzel. If you've never been to Philadelphia, soft pretzels are a thing here, a big thing. Almost as big, some would say as big as the cheesesteak. And the soft pretzels are pretty damn good. Come to Philadelphia, go to Federal, get a soft pretzel. You'll enjoy it. But let's get back to this beer, because there's something just a little bit different. Also, not only the color is a little bit different from what I would expect. I'm getting a little bit of pine that I expect. I'm getting a little bit of citrus, but there's something else there. This is going to sound weird, but it's like a dusty grapefruit flavored sweet tart. Shout out to Trenton from SLB Basement Bar. Link below if you haven't, if you're into bourbon at all. Father and son team, Kurt and Trenton, have a YouTube channel, SLB Basement Bar, where they do a lot of bourbon reviews and blinds, and it's super interesting. I've actually met Kurt, great guy, and his Trenton, when they're going through a tasting and pulling out notes, Trenton tends to have some pretty off the wall tasting notes. The moss from the sidewalk outside of my back porch was one that, something like that I recall being particularly peculiar. But I am guessing that He's probably the one person out there in the world when he hears me say that I'm getting an aroma of a dusty grapefruit flavored sweet tart, he would get it. But let's try the beer. Hmm. Very little citrus, very little any type of fruit coming through. A little bit of like a grapefruit pith, a lot of pininess, a lot of dankness, a lot of almost like a cannabis. If the aroma of cannabis was a flavor, that's kind of what I'm getting. Very light bodied, very easy drinking. It's not overly bitter, but it is firmly bitter. And it's not hard to drink. It's not bad at all. Which is kind of the trajectory of my experience with tonight's artist. He's been around forever. When I was younger, all the way up through college, I did not like him at all. I found it... There was just something there that would mildly annoy. But then, through some slow exposure and then eventually going to one of his concerts, I learned what the true awesomeness is of Bruce Springsteen. So tonight, we're going to party with Rosalita. Enjoy.
Cut loose of mama's way. Yeah, playing blind man's bluff is a little baby's game. You pick up little dynamite, well, I'm gonna pick up little gun. Yeah, we're gonna out tonight, make that highway run. You don't have to call me lieutenant, I don't wanna be your son. Only lover I'm ever gonna need, a soft, sweet little girl's tongue. Dynamite's in a belfry bed, playing with the bats. Little guns outside from Woolworths, trying out his attitude on the cats. Papa's on a car, waiting for the bus. Mama's home at the window, waiting out there for us. She'll be there, and that shit, whistling upstairs. Oh, we ain't gonna come. I ain't here on Christmas, I'm only here for, you know what? Whoa! Rosalina, chop while we're right there. Senorita, come sit by my side. Just wanna leave, no, there's no lie. Rosalina, my stone desire. she don't like me, 'cause I play in a rock and roll band. Light on your pop, don't take me, they never did understand. Papa lowered the boom, locked you in your room, come and lend a hand. I'm here to liberate you, confiscate you, wanna be your man. Someday we'll look back on this, say funny. Mama said, Mama's good. Mama said we go that, Mama said we go that, Daddy said we go that. Wow. Listen to the last chant, let us do a fine romance. Record company Rosie gave me the biggest best. Tires were slashed, almost cracked. Lord have mercy. My machine sees a daughter sucking a nut somewhere in the swamps of Jersey. Hold on tight, stay up all night. Rosie, I'm coming on strong. By the time we meet, I'm on it right. Hold you in my arms. I know a pretty little place, Southern California down San Diego way. Little cafe, they play guitars all night and day. You can hear them in the back room sway. Hold tight, baby, don't you know daddy's coming? Everybody say, this is the big one. This is the big one. It's the big one, Ollie. Jack Ballou, say Rick, come sit by my. I just wanna be loving. Oh, you my stone.
So what'd you think of that? Gotta hand it to Bruce. Really, like I was saying before, from when I was little all the way through my teens and even into my very early 20s, did not appreciate him at all. But then I gave it a chance, and it there were some good songs. There were some songs I still really don't like and can't listen to from him. But then I went to a concert. I went to a concert, a Bruce Springsteen concert in Philadelphia. And I've been to a lot of concerts. There is no single concert I've been to that was higher energy, that the performers gave more of themselves, more of their energy to the crowd than at Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Now, I've been to some very high energy concerts and felt it. And are they equal to Bruce? Maybe. Rammstein comes to mind. Judas Priest comes to mind. Rush comes to mind, although it's a different kind of energy. But the energy at a Bruce Springsteen concert is just amazing. 4 hours, the concert I went to. 4 hours, including the hour-long encore. So it was amazing. You saw in the factoids that for a while there, they had dropped this song. They felt it was it was played out. Plus, at over 7 minutes long, it's a lot to ask of performers in a concert, especially if it's towards the end. But it's a fan favorite. It's a great song, and it fits the Bruce Springsteen fits the theme of Philly adjacent. La Cabra's Philly adjacent, being on the main line. Bruce Springsteen's from Jersey, Asbury Park, and Philadelphia really does kind of claim Bruce Springsteen. It's a great song. It's a fun song. Um, just like American IPAs can be fun. I didn't give them much of a chance early on. I really did not like them, but you keep trying and you find something you like. This one in particular is very approachable, very easy to drink. Doesn't have the typical super strong citrus and pine that often you would expect in this type of beer. It's dank. It is a little piney. There's a little bit of citrus there, but there's a lot of dankness. But the body is very light. The bitterness is not heavy at all, and it's very easy to drink. So this could be a nice entry IPA for somebody who thinks maybe they don't like IPAs. But if you like what I'm doing here, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell because I'm putting out new content all the time. And I would be bereft of joy if you missed any of it. But much more importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know if you like or hate Bruce Springsteen. Let me know if you like or hate IPAs. Let me know if there are songs or genres or styles of beer you wish you saw more of on this channel, because I am a people pleaser. But until next time, my friends, remember that you were born to run or walk.